I don't know why my eyes look so dang dull. They don't look like that when I'm not. I guess it's the light. The light making my eyes look dark, dingy. My eyes are white, but they're not showing up on this camera like this. Look like I'm a dang, like drunken ass. Well, I made it back, and I made last time I was this morning. I guess that was this morning. I did an hour. Now I'm back again to get some more business take care of. I'm trying to get some dang subscribers. Oh, this thing ain't working right now. To search, you could say, okay, find some Jason Statham movies. Yeah, that ain't his name. Oh, I'm on the wrong doggone thing to be saying that. I'm up here on the wrong thing. They got the Associate Press saying that the U.S. deports immigrants. It's described as barbaric. They did the same thing last time. I don't know what's going on. Hello, welcome to the live. Please subscribe. Become Miss Janita's brand new friend. And make my channel, help my channel grow. With your help and support, I just need some support. I'm asking for some support, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What the heck? I'm looking at the social media stuff, y'all. This is not my TV. So I'm not getting what I usually look at. Dang, child, what's wrong with your Bud Lives? Hello, hello. These are my prescription glasses. I need my prescription glasses. Thank you very much. I need my prescription. Your number one fans, you donate. Okay? Fans donate to help this channel get equipment to make better videos and to help me get some stuff to create more content. Like I might cook a meal, but I say I ain't cooking until you join my membership. And I think it's either $2, $3, $4, $5 to join the membership. And then Miss Janita will go in the kitchen and cook. Or if you want to see how junky this place is, if anybody wants to see how junky this place is and how much it did turn into a warehouse instead of a house, join the membership. Okay, this is what's gonna happen. If you want to see what's going on here, I need 25 members. And each member, I guess they pay $2, $3, $4, $5. However, the membership, I forgot what it is. When I get 25 members, you guys will see how junky this place is, and you'll see me cooking. I'll share with you stuff that I don't share with people that's not in the membership. That's how it works. 25 members. Ain't that like $100? Okay, what we talking about? I would donate, but I'm broke. I'm broke too. But you can afford a monthly, it's a month. It's not a week, a day, an hour. It's once a month, I believe. That's how it works. Once a month, you pay $5. I think that's how the membership works. Because I wouldn't myself pay $5 every week. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for joining this live. It's once a month, I think it is. Now, if you interested and really want to be nosy what Miss Janita doing over here, that's how it works. Okay. I don't believe you that young because what you doing over here with this old lady? I'm not your grandmother. I'm not your friend. I'm not your auntie. I'm not your auntie. I'm none of that. So you can't be lying and saying you that young and you got time to hang out with my old butt. You need to be with your kids your age. You ain't got no friends. If you over here, you ain't got no friends. Cause why? Where you at? Cause if you in California, you need to be outside riding a bike, skating, playing video games. That what normal kid. Well, I ain't saying normal. That's bad. Why did I say that? When I say normal, I mean like that's what the average kid would do. They'll be playing video games, riding a bike, kicking it with friends at the mall, talking to their girlfriend. Besides being on here with my old butt, ain't doing nothing but talking about random stuff that I don't know what you would be interested in that for. I don't know what time it is in Colorado, but over here in California, Southern California, it is 4:49. You could be looking at a movie, doing some educating yourself, doing some research, studying to become whatever you're gonna be when you, if you a child, whatever you're gonna be when you become an adult. Go get educated. Don't be sitting over here with me talking about nothing. Go and get some learning, or go play video games or something. Go get some chicken nuggets, something. You say you're 14. Now you know I don't need no kids over here. My channel is not for children. It's already advertised. And if YouTube catch you over here, they might shut your channel down. Because my channel is not for children. Now, I can block you or whatever because I don't need you hearing all the stuff I'm about to talk about. Because I don't want no kids over here. And I don't know how you get on here because my channel is not for children. Where are your parents? Your parents is not, well, your parents not checking on you. You over here talking to old people. Oh, see the kids of the day, y'all don't are disrespectful. I told you to go off my channel because I don't want you over here because you a kid. There's too much going on the internet with children and stuff like that. And shoot, you should be playing some video games or reading a book and get educated. You see what's going on in the world today. Educate yourself. Go in the kitchen and cook something. Or read a book. Or look at a movie. Read something. But don't be over here wasting your time. I'm extremely old. And if you keep living, you're going to get extremely old too. Keep living. You're going to get extremely old too. You're going to wake up one day and say, dang, where does gray hair come from? Why is my hair turning gray? And wrinkles and memory loss and friends passing away. It just goes along with age. But anyway, let me get to, hey, there I am. I see my little live. Let me click on it and let me see myself. I got it on mute. So if you see me looking up, that's because I'm seeing myself on the dang television. But what was I discussing early this morning? I was talking about all kinds of stuff. I talked about Tyler Perry. I talked about, who else? Peach McIntyre. And I talked about, I mentioned Storm Monroe. I shouted out some channels. And I was just talking about random stuff. And I was all into people's business because they make it in my business. Because they telling their business why they own the internet. And I was discussing Tyler Perry got all that money, and it just don't make no sense for these guys to come out and say that he is graping them. When he ain't graping, he can't be graping them. I can't believe their story because he got too much money to do that. And I'm pretty sure if he said, here's $100,000, let me have something with you. And I'm sure if he give them a stack of cash, who wouldn't sit there, okay, kiss me on the cheek, hold my hand? Who wouldn't for 100? Okay, that ain't a good thing, but it's, hey, it's possible for him to do that. So why would these guys accuse him? Okay, they saying that he put something in their beverage that made him drowsy and pass out. But why, if he got all this money, why does he have to force people to go to be his date? It just doesn't make sense. And then these guys are saying he's doing all these things and everything. They stories don't add up. Why do he want somebody who ain't got no money? Why he just don't find somebody that's can match him or just be somewhere that got some money? Why he want to hang with somebody ain't got no money and he the boss of them? Why would he do that? So somebody lying. And nobody ever takes him to court. So this is just something like they call it a money grab. So that's what I'm thinking. Because this man is powerful. He can get you a job, sure. He can pay you and stuff. So why he going to waste his time on folks? There's nothing. Unless he's some kind of control person. He like to control people. And maybe he like to control people that don't have none. That's sad. That's painful. That's awful. So, some kind of way, why is it so difficult for these guys that are accusing him? It don't, dang, I just forgot my train of thought. But I'm just saying these guys that is accusing Tyler Perry of his crime, whatever they want to call it. If they accusing him of this crime, why don't they press charges immediately and get this taken to court? But they not doing that so far. Do it take this long to take somebody to court? Where's the person's lawyer that gon' like if you a high celebrity like Tyler Perry and the person that is want him prosecuted, why they ain't doing no press what do you call it, press release letting the public know, okay, Tyler Perry being charged? Why aren't there any charges being talked about in a press release saying they about to take it to court? Then I'll believe it, because then you about to go to court, they got to do discovery, you got to get witnesses and all that stuff gonna go down. But they haven't done that yet. So what's going to make the people believe that this story is any truer than the last guys? They had guys like on Storm Monroe. Storm Monroe been on a roll. Storm Monroe been having guests on his show that say that they was great by Tyler Perry. If it's so, why nobody publicly pressing charges with a lawyer saying they taking this to court? Then it be discovery so they can say, get witnesses, paper trail, and stuff that's going to damage somebody's reputation, but it ain't going down. So that make me think they ain't got enough evidence, so they can't bring it to trial. So why even mention it, that this happened to you, if you ain't even got the dang it? If you're following this channel, please hit the subscription button. And you want to share, you share. But hit the subscription button. Help me get the 3,000 subscribers. Now, even though I don't see no head count on here, this thing is not even working on the TV. It's not even working. My little video just buffering. They got a fire in Riverside. All these, all this stuff going on. I think in a little bit I'm gonna watch my show, and I've been keeping up with that doggone show called Beyond the Gate. How many of y'all watch that show Beyond the Gate? If y'all watch Beyond the Gate, throw up some hands or some hearts. Let me know if you watch Beyond the Gate. Let me tell you about Beyond the Gate. Um, hmm. On Beyond the Gate, in the beginning, I guess, okay, they took off. The people on Beyond the Gate that got the most going on is Danny, the one that's husband divorced her and married the young girl, which ain't really pregnant. She's scheming and scamming, trying to get that man money so she can be somebody, but nobody cares because they don't trust her because she was a home wrecker. And she faking that she pregnant by Bill Hamilton. And Danny and dang, I can't even think of the girl name. Danny and that girl and her mama is the ones that's bringing the most drama. Everybody else is boring as hell. That show is boring. The mama, I don't know, she doing something. She out the picture for now. But the mama, she had her thing going on, but they need to bring the mama back so they can get some drama going on. Because Danny, she got all the drama going on with Homeboy. He supposed to be liking the little white girl, but the white girl, she done broke up with her handsome boyfriend to go be with the player. And he really want to just be with Danny. And I don't know, it's crazy. And the little white girl calling the playboy, he ain't got time for her because he hanging out with the grown woman. It's just crazy, but it's boring still because ain't nobody really doing nothing. The rest of the characters, they don't have no good storylines, so it's just boring. They could bring some drama and if they want some drama, people got to be cheating on folks and doing crazy stuff. Because right now, whoever writing on that show, they need some new writers or somebody need to do something. But anyway, I was looking at myself on TV, but TV started buffering, kicked me out. But the phone ain't buffering, so I don't know. Well, Miss Janita is back again to randomly discuss issues. What else going on? They got the bond taken away for the immigrants, so whoever is locked up now, they can't bond themselves out. They got to stay in there. And then what's going on now? They being shipped to a faraway country. Yep, being shipped to a faraway country. And it's ridiculously funny when they catch the illegal people. They put them in shackles on their ankles and handcuff them. I don't know. They going to the extreme. I guess they think they gonna run because they do be running though. They do actually be running. So they put the shackles on them. Then they go get on that damn plane and they getting ready to go somewhere. I don't know. Africa must be getting some money to accept all these really violent, crazy criminals that Trump's sitting that way. I guess they got an agreement to accept all these violent criminals being deported over there. Because why would a country want to accept all these criminals unless they getting paid to do so? Because if it was my country, what I'm going to look like having all these strange folks coming to my country? And if they killers, murderers, killers, thieves, just criminals, What they gonna do when they get to my country? They gonna try and pull that same crimes over in my country, and I'm just supposed to accept these people? Why is I'm allowing all these deadbeat people to come in my damn country? So they must got some kind of agreement. Are they going to the prison? I wonder if the African people put them in the prison or something, because why would you want some deadly people walking around your society? Well, when they sent them to, what was that? What was they sending them people? Venezuela, something with an S. And they had them locked up in that crazy ass prison where they shave all your hair off immediately, put you in a white t-shirt and some pants, and throw you in a cell with they in a cell with a whole bunch of people, and they don't even have a bed. They look like y'all sitting on the shelf, just stacked up on the shelf. Reminds me of a channel. All stacked up on the shelf, they just be looking on. It's just crazy. Do you have any intelligence? It's like, are you guys really aligned? Well, they can't do nothing about it. What they gonna do? They in prison. They can't say, I don't want to be here anymore. They did horrible crimes, and they wound up there. Oh my God. I got to, wait, y'all, hold up. I got to go get my charging cord. I'll be back. Wait. I don't know what I did. Uh-oh. I'm going to have breasts out everywhere. This little shirt. Don't y'all look at all my little junk, because that's my gardening stuff over there. Yep, I said, if you want to see what's going on in my business, 25 people 25 people got to join my membership. And I don't know if it's $3 or $5 a month, one of the two. If you want to be all in my business, because, hey, it's quite something over here to see all this junk. Because y'all be like, what happened to your living room? You be called, oh, Miss Janita, you are quite the hoarder. Don't be talking about Miss Janita like that. What the heck? I'm trying to get my hand right, y'all. Wait a minute. Oh, I know what's wrong. I need this stupid pillow. Hold on. Y'all seen a little of my junk over there, but that's all right. Y'all can see that. No problem. As long as y'all ain't seeing nothing else. Y'all don't need to be seeing. But what the heck was I talking about before I had to go charge this phone up? I had to go get my charging cord. I think it's charging. Wait, let me see. Where is it? Yep, it's charging. Because I was about to go dead and didn't even know it. But anyway, what I'm talking about. I was saying something. I know one thing, I better get up off this cord before I break it. Because it's all bent like that. Okay, I was talking about Tyler Perry. I think I stopped talking about him. I was talking about something else. I told y'all I spent $500 on the refrigerator doing repairs, and it need a gasket on the door. I don't care what y'all say. My refrigerator, the freezer needs a shoot. If I was still at the shop, all I needed was to swipe me a piece of gasket and hook it up on the bottom of that refrigerator door. Other than that, that's about it, because I can fix. Okay, I can fix my refrigerators. I can replace stuff. The only thing I can't do, I don't know what happened to my torch. I had a torch because I used to repair refrigerators. So I had a torch. I had all my little refrigeration too. I think I gave my stuff to my brother. I think. And I don't know, he probably sold my stuff because I had a whole torch. Because I invested in my equipment. I got torch, air, I got all kind of stuff. My daddy at the shop, he used to rent air tanks because they used the air tanks to blow the condensers and stuff out. But nowadays, I think like the big warehouse stores, they sell cans of air and stuff. And you can use that to help blow your condenser out. And I need that. In 6 months, I got to replace the refrigerator ice water filter, the water filter rather. I got a brand new water filter. And for the life of me, if I got a water filter on that refrigerator, I should not be buying no dang bottles of water. Because I invested in the water filter on the refrigerator. Miss Jenny, what you talking about? Random stuff? I told y'all I'd just be talking about random stuff. What you want me to get into the O and the G? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me think. I said if folks want to hear and they want to see me cooking or be nosy what's going on around here, hear a good fuss, argument, whatever, it's going to cost you $5 a month. I'm advertising my membership. That's what I created, a membership. And you can give people what they call it, super tags, whatever, where you donate money to, I can see that $sign. It's still got a 0. I wish it was a 1 by that 0, but it's just a 0. I don't have fans yet. I think only the content creators. But like I said, I'm on here to get some watch time. I need watch time and I need subscribers. And if this is how I got to do it for now, this is what I'm doing. What did I cook today? Let me tell you. I bought like 3 packs of, in actuality, I bought 6 packs of chicken wings from Sam's Club. And so today, I made hot wings. And you want to know what kind of sauce I use? I think I better wait till I get me some more sauce, because every time I mention a product I use, I can't find it. It's sold out. So I got to pause when I start talking about the stuff that I purchased, because people, they just buy up everything. So I just made some hot wings today. And they were pretty tasty. And I had some chicken soup full of vegetables. And I put some lima beans in my chicken soup. That stuff was good as I don't know. Ooh, I love that lima bean flavor. But it's all good. It was good. I'm done with eating. The kitchen is cleaned up, everything cleaned up. Only thing I got to do in that kitchen is the floor need mopping. And it's about to be getting mopped because I'm doing stuff. It's gonna get mopped. But I got a few packages on the floor in the kitchen. I got to get that out the way. In time, in time. Don't expect Mr. Nee to be doing a bunch of nothing at this time. Because remember, I mentioned to y'all how I had my scalding, burnt left forearm, and I'm still healing my poor little arm. But as I was talking about my weight and all that stuff, getting rid of the big back, because even my husband, he knows, oh, you got that a lump on your back. I said, what? Because I was big. Well, I was just too big. I'm too big. Men be reconciling y'all when you get too big and stuff. You stretch the body. I think I discussed that the other day. Or that could have been the day. How I was saying how ignorant I was about how weight loss actually worked. But when I was in my early 20s, from watching how they used to have this thing on HBO where these women would be in a circle and they would work out, and that persuaded me to start exercising in my 20s, and I started getting a small waist. I even did so much um, waist exercise, I dang near passed out. I overdid it, but my body was in such good shape, but I didn't keep up with it, as you can see. Because I seen this lady, she says she's 70, and her shape is great. She looks real young. She don't look like she's 70. But I think she a vegan, vegetarian, one of the two. One or the two. I forgot the difference between the vegan and the vegetarian. One eat vegetables and one don't? Or one don't do dairy. It work out. It's just some kind of way it works. But anyway, I can do that. I don't have to have no meat. I really don't have to have meat. I'm not a big fan of meat. I'll eat meat, but I don't have to have it at a meal or nothing. I can just have some beans and stuff like that, or some soup, a salad, something like that. I'm not. I don't have to have that. Like, I used to smoke, but I don't smoke anymore. And I thought I would never be able to quit smoking. But I done told y'all I'm on here to give me some watch time. Join the channel. Peekaboo, peekaboo. But please hit the subscription button on your way out. But yeah, I used to smoke. And I thought never in a billion years would I be able to stop smoking. I was so addicted to nicotine. I would light a cigarette up I guess every 10 minutes. I'd smoke a cigarette. And I had to buy, I think I went through 2 packs of cigarettes a day. That was terrible. It sucked my teeth right out of my head. So I'm trying to tell you, you probably don't listen because that's how it works. You warn people, but they don't pay no mind because they think it ain't going to happen to them. But you could really mess your teeth up if you smoking and stuff. I wish I was never around people that smoke or drink for that matter. Coming up and thinking I was just so cool. Instead of it being my decision, it was just so cool. Let me smoke and drink. Just stupid. Like we all do when we growing up. Just do stupid stuff until you get to a age where you realize, why am I doing this? This ain't making any sense. Like, for example, for me, I don't I don't like to go to the restaurant. I think it's the Golden Corral where they got, okay, say a buffet where you serve yourself. Everybody and their mama touching that same spoon. And some of the places, the food just sitting out so far where they can cough and spew, spit, or whatever on the food. I can't do it. I can't do it. And who know who hand is clean or not after you touching the spoon after everybody else. I can't do buffets. I'm sorry. And if I did before I even realized, no, I was just okay and didn't even think, it wasn't even a thought. Like a lot of people, they ain't even thinking like that. Like, are you even sterilizing your hands after you touching all these spoons the same people touching on? You don't know if they wash their hand from the bathroom. Do they got some kind of infection, pus on their hand? What? I don't know. So I don't like it. I'm not doing buffets. And yeah, I pray on my food. I buy food from the store. Like everybody go in there and touch all over the meat packs, all over the stuff. They squeeze it, whatever. But I wipe it off. I wipe it off. But you just don't know. You just don't know. You gotta pray over your food. That's the only way. You gotta pray over your food. And I'm gonna mention this again. I'm on here to get me some watch time. I'm on here to help my channel grow. This is one way to do it. Go live or just make 5 billion videos. Some people just make 5 million videos. That's what they do. Hold up. Nope. Okay, there you go. So the phone is charging. It's 37 minutes later. I think I'm gonna take a nap. No, I want to look at a movie, but I just want to get some more time. I need more time. I need more subscribers. And this is the way to do it. One of the ways to do it. It's a video on here now talking about a CEO sharing how you can be successful. The only way I know you can be successful is to get support and create content that people actually gonna enjoy watching. You can be funny, serious, or people want to be in your business. Say like you sleeping with 4 men, and now you done caught a terrible disease, and now you ain't told one of the men, but 3 of them, they in love with you so much they don't care you got a STD. They just keep on sleeping with you anyway. And the fourth guy is not informed yet. And one day he come walking in there and find out he burning or whatever. And so he gonna say to you, you the only one I've been sleeping with. What's wrong? He go to the doctor and find out he got a permanent infection. And boy, is he pissed. So what he do? He he did the terrible thing. Should say end the story, but yeah, people want to hear that kind of stuff. They want to hear about disasters. They want to hear how terrible your life is. Like I say, I can't pay my light bill because what is it? Over $100, and I don't have the $100 this month. So my light's gonna get cut off if I don't do A, B, or C. I can keep them on, but I gotta do A, B, or C. And you can guess what A, B, and C is, or you might not. But I gotta do something in order to get the $100 to pay the light bill that's getting ready to get cut off in a few days. That can't get no more extensions and all that stuff, because the light company, they want their money. And I've been putting it off and putting it off, and the bill ain't doing it but getting higher and higher. If I can't pay this month, how I think I'm gonna pay next month? That's the kind of stuff people want to hear. They want to hear how bad you doing. But one thing about it, I do got some beans and rice. So I can't say that I'm not gonna be able to eat. But if my lights get cut off, I can't use the stove. But I could barbecue some. But my pit electric, so that means I got to use the one that use charcoal. And if I don't have no charcoal or something to light the charcoal, I'm still gonna be in bad shape. I might have to go in the front yard and dig a hole, put some rocks in there and some wood, heat them rocks up and get a pot that'll fit in that hole so I can cook. Hey, that's how you do it. I see the people in some of these videos, like in these countries, they cook outside in a hole. They put fire in the hole and then they cover it with leaves and stuff. And they cook like that, fishing with a stick and stuff. Now, where they go to the bathroom and how they The ground can only hold so much funk because peeing and doing number two and you ain't got no real toilet. I don't know. Well, they might get maybe these people got a chemical that, you know, dissolves uh boo boo and pee and stuff. Cause the ground can only be saturated so much. It's like the stuff they use probably in a RV, you know, cause RV don't got no drain. They got like the airport, the airplane, that blue stuff. That stuff it eats up nasty stuff in the toilet. So I'm sure these people in these countries that don't have no running water, they sell them some kind of chemical to eat that stuff up. You know, like the little house on the prairie, they got the outhouse. Even back then, they had a chemical they would put in that little toilet thing, cause something got to eat the stuff up. They found out somebody created that and did a good job with that, cause hey, the Lord gave us a system where you eat and you clean and you got vials that clean you out. Yeah. You got to clean this machine out. This machine that the Lord made for us is clean, get clean out. Just think of all this stuff that how our bodies function. The brain, they say, is the most um, complicated thing they can ever try to study about the brain. The brain, they not gonna never find the what they call that box, Pandora, nothing for the brain. They never gonna find every doggone magical thing the brain is capable of doing. Cause the brain controls everything. Sure does. But yeah, folks, to be a good content creator, like you got to just do stuff people want. If you miserable, like I said, if I can't pay my light bill, then I got to sleep with Sam or Jim or something to get a few dollars to help pay my bills. Jim gonna give me the most money. Dave, he gonna think about it and come back in another day, cause he gonna say he got to do X, Y, and Z to get the money to give me so I can pay my bill. That's the kind of stuff people want to hear. They want to hear what's going on. Do you got some craziness going on? Oh yes, oh yes. So my kids, they don't even be calling me and stuff. I need money. I need some things to help me get along. Once my son, he sent me. I had sprained my foot. I don't know for the life of me how I sprung my foot one day. I didn't even go to the doctor. I don't know why I didn't go. Wait a minute, did I go to? Nope, nope. I didn't go to the doctor. I don't think I did. I just purchased me a foot brace, but it hurt so bad I couldn't walk on my foot. So my son, once upon a time, he bought me a thing to put my leg on so I could scoot around the house. And yeah, he bought that. But far and in between these doggone kids, they didn't just forgot all about me. And I love the heck out of them dang kids. But these dang kids of mine, they didn't just forgot all about me. I mean, I've been abandoned because they got women and children and all that stuff that taking up their time now. I know that's right. I did the same thing because I know my mama, she loved her kids. And she couldn't stand it when we, not kids anymore. She just loved kids. My mama had 9 kids and could have had more kids because she loved some kids. But I can see because I did my thing when I left home, not thinking about mama, daddy, and them siblings and stuff. And I had a bunch of them, and I didn't had show them no mind. And now I see how that feel because my kids, they don't. keep up with me at all. I know some people be happy about that. They say I don't be bothered. I done done my job. Go on, leave me alone. But yep, to be a content creator, you either gonna be sharing crazy stuff about your life. It was a channel I was watching, and people get in because people share their business, so people gonna have opinion and share their thoughts, what they think about what people be doing on here. You getting food stamps, and all you do is buy a bunch of junk. You don't get nothing nutritious. You just get junk food. Cause my son's first wife, her kid, he would say if he didn't get a hot dog or some chicken nuggets or something, if you cook the average meal, he would say, that ain't food. I need, give me a hot dog. I want a hot dog. And that's how they raising these kids. They ain't gonna say, I don't want those beans. Give me a hot dog, some chicken nuggets. And that's what these parents feed them. And that's what they buy with the food stamps. And I guess that's what RFK, man, he want to get rid of all that. So I don't know if he actually care about everybody, if they eat vegetables or whatever. But that's going to stop all these big back, high carb guzzling folks from getting all them junk food. Because chips, juice, soda, ice cream, candy bars, cookies, pies, all that kind of stuff. You're going to have to, you know how you going to get it. Let me tell some of y'all that don't realize, all you got to do is get some, you're going to be still allowed to get flour. I don't know if he gonna take the sugar out of the dang. If he say y'all can't buy no sugar, then that's messed up for real. Cause you would need some sugar in order to bake. Cause I'm gonna say you can always make some dang ice cream, and you can make some juice, and you can make desserts and stuff from scratch. But some of these young folks, I don't even know if they gonna even if that comes down to it. That's all the young folks gotta do. It's all there's a will, there's a way. That is so true. If you willing to do it, it can be done. Nothing is without a challenge, but nothing is if you can think of it, it's definitely gonna be done or it has been done. Don't think that you think that sometime a lot of us think of a ideal and you think that it's never been done before. But believe me, somebody have already thought of that and already done it. That's where the inventions come from, where you become a millionaire if you think of something that nobody thought of and you put a stamp on it and make it yours, and then you start making money from it. But it's rare, but Lord bless you and put them ideals and inventions in your head, and you start creating, and or you do a service to make people lives easy and stuff. We gonna see if Miss Janita gonna make it to 2 hours this evening, because the other day I was on a roll. Today I'm still talking random stuff. hmm I hear tell that they sent 1,200 of the National Guard back. I guess for now, I guess until the case going on in LA, if Trump win the case, he gonna put them ICE people right back out there, and then the troops, the National Guard, will be right back. But I'm sure they enjoying whatever, they gonna get a break or whatever. But soon, if Trump win that case, ICE will be right back in LA and anywhere else around this area. They'll be back to do their job, and they lucky what they do in LA. They can't do that in Florida. Because that sheriff in Florida, he said, if you throw a rock at me or any of my officers, you ain't going home. He said, you ain't making it home. Your ass going to the mortuary, to the morgue. Because he said, he like, try me. They ain't playing that in Florida. Cause shoot, the way they throwing rocks and assaulting these federal officers out here, and they don't do nothing. I don't know why they ain't doing nothing. Cause I know they could do something. Cause some of them pull them guns on them fools. Cause the disrespect as a police officer, you gonna hurt me. Shoot, they was one day. What was that in June when they was throwing all kind of big rocks and on the police car? They could have hurt or killed one of them officers. And shoot, it was crazy. It was insane. And then the Democrats, all they caring about is, I don't know what it's like Trump said, you using these people for illegal votes because they not legal and they not supposed to be voting. So I don't know what Trump got up his sleeve for next. Shoot, he got what, 3 more years. So y'all, it ain't nothing about to get any better. You got 3 whole dang years to go. Just getting started. He took off running. And they dismantling the education system as I speak. They tearing it. Ain't no more education center. Now the states, each state, they got to come up with an idea of how they going to run the school system. A lot of parents, they might just homeschool and stuff. But things change. Things change. This country right here is definitely not the same. We looking at folks being shackled and handcuffed. I mean, them shackles is just like, I'm looking at this in real time. Like, I know that happened in slavery, but to see it actually in real time is like, wow. There ain't letting y'all run anywhere. It's like y'all is enslaved. You not going anywhere while y'all in their custody. You ain't finna run. They ain't trying to chase you. So they put them dang shackles on you. They got them shackles on prisoners when they go to court. They have them. They got them belt. They got chains all around their waist and stuff. They say you ain't running nowhere. You ain't escaping here. Now they got alligator Alcatraz in Florida too. And the Democrats trying to say the place is a mess. What about the place when Trump was president the last time? And it was worse then. Wasn't the cages outside in the cold? The people got rained on and carried on. It's crazy. So now they indoors. It's better now. It look like they got better. They got a toilet and faucet, running water and all that stuff. It ain't like a slave ship. I can tell you that much. Fresh water, a nice bathroom, a bed. Slaves in the day, they ain't had none of that good stuff. They was bodies stacked up on stacked them. They had it worse than that prison in it started as where they send them people to that prison that's a dang 4-star prison over there compared to how it was on slave ships. Them people defecating and just doing all kind of stuff on top of each other. They stack bodies on top of bodies. And they think y'all ain't got it bad at all. Just think if you was back in those days. See where they bust your teeth out, cut your eye out, take your teeth and use it for their own teeth. They could use your eyeballs, they'll use that too. Probably took your hair to make them some hair. Mm-hmm. The ancestors all in my blood. Yep, all in my blood. But yeah, what I say, today we had hot wings. Yesterday I had some soup. I have cooked a lot of soup and I preserved it. It's in the freezer. So whenever I want soup or I want some chili, it's all I just go to the freezer, take a bag out and heat it up. And I think I might need to get gluten-free stuff. In the morning, what I'm going to do in the morning, now I told y'all, I'm on here trying to get me some watch time and some new subscribers, okay? Now in the morning, what am I going to do? I'll make my husband some biscuits. Now y'all could be seeing all this in real time if you join my membership. I don't know if it's $3 or $5, but it's once a month. I believe it's once a month, and you getting a lot of stuff. For people that actually join people's membership, and you only have to pay once a month, and they sharing stuff with you they don't share with everybody else, I think that's a good deal. I got some clothes. I got a clothing channel, and I got outfits. Oh, them outfits ain't gonna fit me anymore because I'm losing weight. Because I was getting them clothes in a 5X. Everything is getting loose. My pants was falling off me. I was like, dang, I got too big to even lie. Too big. Ain't even funny. Ain't even funny. Got so big, I got sick. My body said, wait the hell up. You got to stop this. You can't get no bigger. Because I was having a mini stroke. I was like about to call Reverend Trimble. Now I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to make another hour. I just did my first hour. Now I'm about to see if I can get through this next hour. Remember, Miss Janita is trying to get some watch time, and I'm trying to get some new subscribers. Help me get to 3,000 subscribers. Then our goal is 3,000. And the next goal gonna be 5,000. And the next goal gonna be 10,000. Help me even get to 100,000, cause then I get to get a plaque. Do you have to get to 100,000 just to get a plaque, or do you get one before 100,000? I wonder. But anyway, I'm trying to get a plaque. Why do I need a trophy? I don't know. That's what they give you when you get 100,000 subscribers. And everybody seems like they're so happy to get a plaque at 100,000 because they say, wow, look, I made it to 100,000. So when you make it to 100,000, you guarantee to get at least 10,000. Nah, that's not true. Because some people don't even have 100,000 subscribers, and they get at least 15 to 20, 30,000 subscribers. And that's like what they subscriber is. That means everybody that watching them, that possibility they might be more people watching the channel. But shoot, I love me some audience because I got lots to talk about. And I would love when folks, if they want to check in and talk about what I'm talking about. Like I was talking to the chef the other day. Now she got her link on her channel where I can get that digital pressure cooker, because Miss Janita about to pressure cook me some chicken breast, because I like to buy a case of meat, and I get that dang chicken breast. I'm going to pressure cook that chicken breast, and my chef friend, she said it lasts forever. Long as your seal ain't broke. Shoot, I'm definitely gonna invest in that. Soon as I get through moving this stuff around, cause I gotta do some rearranging so I can prepare my shelf to put those jars on. Yeah, I gotta get a shelf to put those jars on, cause if I learn how to do this pressure cooking, y'all can't tell me nothing. You talking about somebody gonna be happy after I learn to pressure cook. And I know I've been scalded the crap out of my arm and burnt my arm up. Lord, please don't let me burn myself up while I'm doing this pressure cooking, because pressure cooking is, that's why I was nervous about it, because pressure, that's dangerous. Pressure, all that pressure, and it could explode. Oh, heck no, I would not like that. And I see when the people open up the fire, because they got a electric pressure cooker. But the videos I've been watching is people using the ones that they use on the gas stove. I don't know if they ever use electric stove to pressure cook, but I guess it's possible. But they when they take the top off the pressure cooker after the steam get released, they say open it away from you because if you open it towards you, it could be some pressure in that pot and you'll burn your dang face. And who wants to get a burn scar on their face? I see what happened to the skull on my arm. It killed all the skin on my arm. So you can imagine if your face get burnt and all that skin get burnt off, your natural skin is ruined, scarred, scarred up forever. Exactly. So whenever I get this pressure cooker, I'm definitely going to be very, very cautious and work with caution every inch of the way. I'm not going to play with no pressure cooker because I'm not trying to get blowed up with a pressure cooker, stuff like that. So we'll see, but once I learn how to do it, you ain't going to tell me nothing. I'm going to stock up on me some chicken, some stew. Shoot, you talking about you ain't even got to cook if you do all this. Now I seen people, because I would wonder about that. How long that stuff lasts, because I look at these homestead videos and people get the pressure cooking food and stuff. And I'm just thinking, dang, they got jars and jars and jars. How long that stuff gonna last? Because I know the canned goods, the stuff in cans don't last that long. But I guess when it's pressure cooked in a jar, it lasts forever. And that's the way I want to do it. Instead of buying canned goods, get you some mason jars and pressure cook the stuff. Now let me see. I pickled me some jalapenos and serrano peppers and a couple of carrots. It's been like, I guess 2-3 weeks, something like that, and they still marinating. I want them to be tender. That's my first time doing that. Look how old I am. I just pickled some. I just pickled some stuff, and I'm growing all these herbs and stuff. And I can just add little herbs in there, and spice everything up. The other day, I ordered me some Is it Bragg's? The one with the mother in it. And anyway, I got some now. So I got some apple cider vinegar. They say apple cider vinegar is good for you, but it ain't gonna hurt me. And it got the mother in it, like they say the mother. All vinegar don't got the mother. That's why it's cheaper. Cause I was seeing the apple cider vinegar, but it didn't have the mother. But y'all hear about the Dollar Tree supposed to be raising their prices? Like you go in the Dollar Tree and the chips. Why they expect come on now? No way possible I'm going to go on the Dollar Tree and get that little bag of chips and give them $1.75. Do you know how much your child's allowance got to be now? I remember when I used to work for the Long Beach School District in the cafeteria. This was like, how long ago is this? This was like 20 years ago when I was working in the school cafeteria. Them kids in elementary, in the junior high schools, them doggone kids they would come with $20. They had $20 cash in buying junk food at school. So now imagine the chips in a Dollar Tree is $1.75. If they're $1.75 in a Dollar Tree, guess how much they gonna be in the grocery store? Even more. It just shocks me to think that a candy bar is no longer 50 cents. I cannot, and I don't even eat candy bars, but If I did, I'm not giving you $2 for a candy bar that used to be 25, 50 cents. Then I'm just not gonna have a candy bar. I can't see myself paying that much money for a piece of candy. Cause back, in my day, soda pop was 17 cents. Candy was a penny. A nickel could buy me plenty. Where did that store go? Shoo Shoo Shine used to cost a dime. A nickel could buy me plenty. Boo 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 boo. I forgot how that song go, but that was the case. Now they talking about everything getting so expensive. And remember when they closed all the damn bakeries. That was such a. But my kids was kids back then. It was all good because the bakery, you can go in the bakery, get 3 loaves of bread, couple of dollars. You can get them Dolly Madison cakes. What they had, a 4, 5 for $1. Now a cupcake, they want $2 for a cupcake, and you go to some of these little liquor stores, they want more. Then they used to have them little tiny bags of chips. You can go in the liquor store a while back. They used to be 4 for $1. Not anymore. The dollar bill is not what it used to be anymore. But I can't see myself buying no candy bar for that. Mm-mm. And like Walmart used to sell them 10, 12-pack candies for $1. That's gone. Because the price of the dollar don't exist. Look at the Dollar Tree going there, and they raised the price. What they say, $1.75. I'm trying to see if I can make this next hour, y'all. I'm gonna be out of here in the next hour. Let me see how much time I got to do. Ooh, I got a long way to go. I was on the road yesterday, and that time flew by. Now, like I say, they closed all the freaking bakeries. They closed the bakeries. Why they do that? Why they close the bakery? That was a mess. Why y'all close the bakery? That was not fair at all. Ouch. Ouch. Ooh, I'm hitting buttons and stuff. I better cut that out. Yeah. Y'all there. Okay. I used to go to Dolly Madison and Hostess. And I used to get the bread and everything from there. And it was a good deal back in the day. And then on top of that, I had coupons. The living was good in the 90s. It was a little okay in the 2002 because the coupons were still working out in the 2002. But nowadays, coupons ain't worth nothing now. They might so save some money. They got a sale. The only thing you just rely on really is the sales ad, and they might give a little digital coupon or whatever, but the coupons ain't what they used to be. They used to have dollar free coupons. Get this and get this free. It ain't like that anymore. And then them cashiers, they used to go crazy. Oh, the coupons say you only can do this. Oh, ignorant ass people. They used to just get on my nerves so bad. But shoot, in the late 90s, I used to get so much stuff for just tax, and sometimes the coupon to pay the tax on the stuff. But today, you on your own. And now with a lot of these folks ain't gonna get no food stamp. You got to go to work to get your food stamp. That stuff is supposed to be temporary all along. You ain't was never supposed to make it a dang uh life lifetime arrangement. That's what happened, especially on Section 8. Nobody else gets a chance because they keep passing it on to the family member. Generational welfare grooming. Food stamp, big back carb guzzlers, high carb guzzlers. How do I know? Look at me. Not that I was using food stamps. Not that I never had food stamps. Yeah, when I was young, I had some food stamps. I guess I imagine a lot of people had some food stamps until your ass get smart and go to work and get some more money and buy your own food. You don't need no food stamps. Once you start making some money, more money than what the county gonna give you. But now rules have changed in full effect now. Not you ain't gonna get that lifetime generational welfare lifestyle. People just so ignorant. Why you want a welfare lifestyle when you could be making so much more learning how to do something, especially a skill job, a blue collar skill job. Shoot, plumbers, electricians, appliance repair. Shoot, all kind. I can tell, say a bunch of stuff that I want to get my hands in. I should have my hand in today. I know exactly what I want to do, and I could have been doing that, but I didn't stay focused. I didn't stay focused, so I lost out. I lost my opportunity. Not that I could get never. Not that I, if I try, because where there's a will, there's a way. I could get that opportunity back. Because that would be, that's what I want to do. But shoot, as I age and this body start, you know, adapting to the age, and no matter how hard I try, it's not gonna be strong as I like it to be anymore. But I had my share of doing stuff when I was in my 40s. Shoot, I was strong as a 20-year-old then. Shoot, I was strong in my 50s. What am I saying? But these 60s about to go on 70s. Shoot, this is a whole different story right here. I got a ways to go before I get through with my last hour. I'm in my second hour. I'm doing this for my watch time and I'm trying to gain some subscribers. Pickaboo to you too. Okay. I was talking about what else did I see interesting? I know I better stay off this cord. I'm charging my phone as I speak. Let me see. I guess with me being on it. Hold up, people. Once I get off the dang phone, I'm sure right now this phone would have been at 100%, but since I'm on it, what am I cooking tomorrow? I have no clue. I did find this recipe. I got me some almond flour, right? I'm about to make me a loaf of bread with the almond flour. Yes, I am. And I think I might, I think I don't like salmon. People be eating that stuff like it's the thing to do. I bought some salmon. That mess was expensive too. And I don't even like it. It's got a fishy taste. I know it's fish, but I don't like salmon. I like tuna. I like mackerel. I got some mackerel in there. I got a case of mackerel. I got a case of tuna. I got a case of chicken. I got a case of beef. That's what I'm talking about. Being able to pressurize this food and I don't have to be buying this stuff. Oh my goodness. I just think how great these folks that have these, you can have a homestead, a partial homestead, you can can and stuff and do what you need to do and bake from scratch. All that stuff make you a homesteader, even if you don't have farm animals and all that old stuff. If I'm making stuff from scratch on the regular and I'm canning all that stuff, I can be a partial homesteader like this one of these content creators on my garden channel. She called herself almost a acre homesteader. Somebody told her something and she changed her channel name. I don't know why she did that, but it's cool. But anyway, she uh she got a whole bunch of land if you ask me. It look like acres to me. That yard is huge. And she just by herself. I thought at first she had a husband, but she ain't got no husband. But I don't know how old she is, but she got aches and pains. But when I first came across her channel, she had tall grass, or I think it was something else. She had to chop all that stuff down by herself. I don't know if somebody was helping. She had to cut down trees, and she don't got no man. She was just doing all this stuff herself. She got a garden. So naturally, that's how she got share my interest because she garden, and I got a balcony, and she is, I don't know, shocked or impressed by what I grow on my balcony, because it's just a small area, but I am so appreciative that I have that space to grow anything on. I love my little space. And some folks think, I don't care what they think, but I used to be in a house with a huge yard, and I used to take care of that yard too, and grow stuff and plant stuff. But some people assume and think that just because you live in an apartment that you never experience stuff, because people judge. That's why they say don't judge a book by its color. Don't assume or think nothing. You see how people dress or look, you imagine, oh, that's a bum, that's a loser, and that person could have way more everything than you, and you just judging folks, and you don't even know the person. You just start assuming that's your life. You ain't never been this, that, and other. Please. I had two parents, and they had a house, and we had plenty room, plenty food, plenty love, big family gatherings. That's why I cook so much like I do, because I had to come from a large family that cooked a bunch of food. And it could just be two people, and I'm cooking all this food. And when my kids was little, knowing dang well the little kids ain't gonna go through no four different kinds of cake, eight pies, and I was just cooking all that food. And who was eating it? Me, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Because my children, they wasn't trying to eat all that cake and pie. They wanted to go play. But yeah, people assume so much that this is all you have or have had, and they think that's all you know is a little space. Hell no, this all that I'm in is now is a little space, and I'm glad it had this little space, because some people don't even have this little space. They ass out there on the street sleeping on concrete, getting matted, turning into a dang mat, literally. And folks that got more than you. That's why I want to talk about my garden channel. When I first started doing the garden, well, I didn't have a garden channel, but when I first started gardening and stuff, I met all kind of gardeners, all gardeners with all kind of size yards. But the ones with the big yards or property had big acres or something, they was the bougie ones, and they didn't respect me at all. They didn't respect my little space at all. And then I even met gardeners that didn't even have a balcony. All they had was a big, what they call that window? Big, I forgot what you call the big window that let all the light in. That's all they had was a big window and a little window sill, and they grew plants and stuff, whatever, out from the window. Wasn't no outside, and I couldn't believe that people just be judging you, and they just be discriminating against each other. You think we share the same interests because we love growing stuff, but if you don't have the same amount of space they have, then they ain't got no time for you. It was this black lady, a gardener. She had a yard, not an acre. She just had I guess a nice sized backyard, and she was a hypocrite, and she would judge my space because I didn't have a big yard or whatever. And I don't know, They black, like I said, I don't know if they African people or what, because black folks say, black Americans say African Americans are racist toward black Americans. They call us names and stuff. I don't know what that is about. Because they say the Cubans don't like Mexican people. It's crazy. But y'all Mexican, I don't know. But maybe that lady was African and she had an issue with me. I didn't like her personality at all. I thought she was cool, but when I found out her spirit wasn't right, it's a lot of folks like that. Their spirit don't be right. You don't want to deal with people that ain't got no good, their spirit wrong. They have an issue with you for just how you look or how you sound, what you have. Some people they judge you by your your financial, your social, your financial, social, just your status. They judge you in that, not in that order, but they judge you for those things. If you don't look like you dressing with nice outfits, or if like say like you don't see me in makeup, cause hell, why you don't got no makeup on? How about I might, hey, get off of there. How about I might be allergic to makeup? You don't think about, people don't be thinking about that. All they know is what they see, and they just start judging you. Don't know if it's an issue why you don't got no makeup on, or why you ain't putting this on, why you ain't wearing this kind of outfit, why your house don't, you ain't decorating and all that stuff. Cause bitch, I don't want to. And if I had it all, it ain't nothing. Don't never you mind how I'm decorating or what I'm wearing, or if I don't wear this or that. To please you, that's all about pleasing you. I please myself. I don't need to please nobody. If you don't, that is true. If you don't like what I'm doing or saying or how I'm looking, what my voice sound like, what my hair look like, my age, whatever, goodbye. Why you over here uh on this channel bothering me when you don't care about nothing I'm doing or saying or what I got to offer? You just over here to harass because you miserable and something didn't go your way. So you say, let me go find somebody to pick on and make your day. I don't want you in my life. I don't like your spirit. I don't got time to be dealing with that. My little hour is coming. I'm getting there, y'all. I'm about to do these 2 hours. I'm about to do these 2 hours, and then I'm going in my room and look at my show. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. I probably got about 20 more, 30 more minutes, baby. And I done my 2 hours. Yes, indeed. I'm getting this watch time. I'm trying to get my goal is to get the 3,000 subscribers. We can do it. Keep on subscribing as you leave. Just subscribe to the channel and come back when you feel like it. But I'm telling you, it's some bougie, unappreciative, uncaring folks around in the world. And I don't need them people in my life. The Lord bless me the way I am and where I am, and it be what's going on in my life. This is what's going on in my life. He just give me what I can handle or what he want me to handle at peace. I'm at peace. Enjoying the hell out of my crafting, which I did put up a new crafting video today. Tomorrow I might have a little short thing about my garden. It looks a disaster. I love my little characters on my garden. I got owls and frogs and birds. I love it. I got some more birds that I can set outside, as long as it's in the good season. They can't. Some of my statues can't be out in bad weather because it'll deteriorate them, and I don't want that. But I got a lot of stuff I can place on the garden and just make my garden a happy place. Come on and be a, come on, how that song go. My garden is a happy place. I love it. My big old owl staring at me right now. It's an owl that gets, um, what he get his power from the sun, and at night his big old eyes just shine. I love my little people. I love my garden characters. They bring me joy. You bring me joy. When I said that, I thought about my kids, but they not kids anymore. They grown kids with families of their own. This just out now. I didn't think how my mama felt. I think how my mama felt when I left my mom. But oh well, I got to keep it pushing, keep it pushing, keep it pushing. Mama, 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 can you hear me? I'm living in a shame. Mama, I miss you. I know you're not to blame. Oh, Lord. Costco Meat Hall. Let me see. Meat Lovers Edition. I gotta look at that. I'll look at that later. What this lady doing? I'm looking at the TV, y'all. I got it on mute. I'm doing time. I'm doing time. Yeah, lady, get them food stamps and get that soda before you can't use them to get soda anymore. Cause those good days gonna be over. People, I see how them people complain. They be upset with these people with these food stamps. How they can go in the store and they be talking about how they getting shrimp and lobster and all that stuff. Getting what? Now I know the family of 8, 9 kids. Back in the day, I think they used to get like $1,200. Now these folks saying they get a couple of thousand, and some of them complain talking about that ain't enough. Really? People got to pay rent and barely can get a dang meal, and some of these people complain about how much food stamps they not getting. Crazy. But they will go a long way if you did cook from scratch. I looked at this video one day. This young black woman cooking for what she had like 9, 10 kids, and she in the kitchen. Do you know this woman looked like she opened up for 9 kids, and I guess herself. I don't know if it was a man in the home or not, but it was her and the 9 kids. That's 10 people. Do you know this lady? And they young kids, not like bunch of teenagers. These were young kids. Looked like it might have been the oldest one might have been 13, 14. This woman to me, she opened up like looked like 2 10-pound packs of ground beef. And I'm thinking like, why she using that 20 pounds of ground beef just to feed? That didn't make no sense. That just was too much meat. She could have made a meal with 5 pounds of ground beef to feed her and them little kids. Little kids don't eat that much. Now that big one, he was on the chubby side. Now I know he might have ate some, but them little kids, they don't eat a lot of food like that. Kids be wanting junk. And she just cooking all that food. I was like, I guess she got it like that. She can just open up 20 pounds of ground beef and use all that meat just to feed them little kids. That didn't make any sense to me. Now I'm gonna tell y'all how many hot wings I cooked today for 2 people. I cooked because I wanted some more to eat for the next day. So that's why I'm at to cook like about 16 wings, 16 to 18 wings. Cause we gonna eat like half today and half tomorrow. And that's how that went. Not everything in one day. No, it could last 3 days. Who knows? But yeah. But that lady was just ridiculous. That was just wasting food. And I guess she, I don't know, clicks and views. She just, I don't know. Maybe she did that because, like I said, I cooked enough to last 2 days. Maybe she cooking a meal to last over 2 days. Cause you gotta, when you think about what people be doing to make it make sense, I guess you gotta go beyond your single thoughtness and put in some most situations. Maybe she used all that meat cause she trying to make 3, 4, 5 meals. Cause I can tell y'all if she used all that meat for one meal, she can go shoot herself. Cause that ain't make no sense. Hit herself upside the head. Why did you cook up all that doggone meat for one day and to be wasted for some little kids? I miss a good hamburger. Y'all see my little shorts when I was making them juicy hamburgers and what was my favorite food when I was stuffing myself? Bimbo bread, hamburgers, french fries, what else? And fish. Because every Friday, my husband would fry some fish, and so we had some french fries, corn on the cob, a salad, maybe, if that was there. And that happened every Friday. But no way did we have a bunch of red meat or pork. It was chicken, every now and then, some ground beef. I yeah, that red meat, but not like to the extreme. Or with pork, rarely. Because only pork we was eating like if he barbecue rib or made a pork chop. I don't eat ham. I didn't eat ham. I haven't had ham. I wasn't eating ham even when I was eating regularly. Not regularly, but a bad diet. Let me put it that way. Eating poorly. Didn't eat any more ham because ham was so salty. But when I was younger, shoot, ham didn't bother me because all that salt was in the ham. Now, shoot, that'd blow my brain up. I tried to eat all that old salty ham today. My dang arteries all clogged up from all that high carb food. Cholesterol. Eating all that mess. Probably was fried. All that old. They say vegetable oil ain't good for you. They say the good oil is olive oil, not olive. You can use olive oil or avocado oil. The vegetable oil and stuff they say ain't no good for you. Clog your arteries all up. Y'all remember that commercial, Western Oil? They don't do those commercials anymore. Or do they do? What was that other commercial I was talking about? We almost there. I'm almost at my 2 hours. But yeah, I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna look at some Pop the Balloon show. I like that. I like Pointer. I joined Pointer channel. I haven't joined Arlette channel. Or the other, it's a couple other uh dating videos. I haven't joined their channel, but I did join Pointer. He's quite the character with that wig. Now I got you. What people said in the comments. Now you used to Pointer wig. You don't even bother you anymore. When you first uh come in to knowing a Pointer, I was always calling him Dexter. I don't know why. Poindexter probably. When you first come in and know Pointer, first thing you gonna see is that wig. Man, I laughed so hard I almost bust my gut. I had to stop laughing. I bust my gut because him and that wig, and then he wear these little spiked, sharp, them little spikes all on his shoes and stuff. He always wearing that same red suit. Just crazy. Coming in here, subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 3,000 subscribers. That's my goal. Don't get to hit the like button. Don't forget, I also can receive cash. I see that dollar sign still got a zero by it. Somebody put a one in front of that zero. I'm going to get to one of you philanthropists. Y'all want to help people. Help me out. I need some help. I'm trying to get to my 2 hours. I think I need only 15 more minutes and I'm out of here. 15 means somebody put a one in front of that zero where that dollar sign at. Help me be happy today and say, look, I got $10. $1 a person. All the people that came through my channel today, if they would have gave me $1, I think I would have had like $60. That's how it worked. They call them fans. Fans donations. That's what they call it. I've been having a pretty good day. Like I didn't sit up here almost 2 hours talking to y'all and this morning. And in between the time I spoke to y'all this morning and now, shoot, what was I doing? I forget what I was doing. Taking care of some business. That's what I was doing. Now I'm looking over in that corner at that bag of cups, blocking my little picture that I made. And it's a box of decorative items in that box. I got yarn up to hoo. I gotta make me some more hats, scarves, leg warmers. Definitely some leg warmers for when it get cold, winter time. So I think I'm going to be crocheting or looming. I love looming. I make hats real fast when I loom, and for the winter like that. I should create me I did once upon a time create a site where channel. I mean whatever they call it. You go on there and create whatever they call it, and then you can sell stuff. But you got to pay the people to. I don't know if Amazon charge you to sell stuff on Amazon. I forgot how it worked, but I can probably sell stuff on Amazon too. I got to get rid of some of this stuff in here. This is driving me out of my freaking mind. I'll be glad when my arm heal completely so I can scoot around here and get some of this mess up out of here. I need to clean the hall closet out so I can put those cleaning products up in there. It's just, y'all don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. The food, oh my God, the food. Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Oh man, what a mess. But my goal is I want to get to 3,000 subscribers. Start canning in the future. Share that with y'all. I'm not going to share. You ain't going to see me canning because that's what a membership going to get you. See me canning. Because I said if I get 25 members to join my membership, $5 a month, that's going to help me purchase my canner and help me buy. My goal is, this is another goal on my wish list, is to get what do you call that thing, a freeze dryer. Yeah, they about 1,500. No, they shoot that thing, they got one 1,500. No, it might be more than 1,500. But if y'all join my membership, I can save that money and get me a freeze dryer, because I can freeze dry stuff too, like vegetables and stuff. I freeze dry some vegetables to go into my little stir fries and whatever I want to cook. But that's where the pressure cooking come in too, because I'm definitely going to do me some stew. Nobody going to be able to tell me anything once I learn how to pressure cook. Boy, that's a blessing right there. And I'm growing herb. I'm growing a few vegetables. Can you imagine? No, you don't even have to imagine. People actually, the homestead people, they grow all them potatoes. Then they pressure cook them and put them on the pantry. And they call, some of them call them a cellar. Or they got an underground. I seen this black couple, they built an underground cellar so they could store food down in there. I don't know about that. I would hate, is it sturdy enough? Because I would hate to go under that ground and that stuff collapse on me and bury me alive. Oh my goodness. It's lots of stuff that can trigger emotions that have you terrified out your mind. Oh my goodness, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I told a story. 2 hours is 120. Shoot, I need 19 more minutes. Oh my goodness, I can make it. I can make 19 minutes. Yeah, so yeah, I was looking at checking their channel out, and they was talking about how they actually did it. They built this underground cell, the cellar, where they stored their canned goods and stuff. But to me, in my mind, I'm thinking, what if that sucker collapsed from pressure? Pressure, like a pressure cooker, it just collapsed, and you just get popped and squished down there. Oh no, oh no. Well, it can't be no worse than living up on a third floor in your cars in underground parking, huh? I don't like going in underground parking because all that stuff fall on you. Oh my goodness. Because the way it's made, it ain't like no bunch of stilts like in the center of it. If anything happen, all that mess gonna calm down on you. Shoot, man, it's been some mighty strong earthquakes. And yes, this building been shifted because I can look at the cracks in the wall, the cracks outside. I see the cracks from the earthquake. But I'll take an earthquake over a tornado any day, because tornadoes, they'll suck you up in that dang bad weather. Tear your roof off, tear you up with the house and everything else. Now they got flooding going on. Now this is supposed to be the summer. Apparently, some areas don't know what season it is, because some people still in winter. Now I know over in Africa somewhere right now it's winter time, because on the different side of the continent, they continent, their weather is different from our weather, the hemisphere and all that old stuff. We on the southern hemisphere, and just to learn about all this stuff like that. Um, on the other side of the world, it's winter. Here where I'm at is summer, but in some places in the same this country, they still dealing with bad weather, rain and stuff. They said that it had been raining in Georgia non-stop and stuff. Like you could say, what's that about? Y'all supposed to be in the summertime. And then they in that tropical weather. I think 'cause that tropical weather. 'Cause Florida, over there in Florida, 'cause when I went and visit my son, we went to Florida to go to Universal Studios, SeaWorld. We didn't get a chance to go to Disney. That's a whole nother uh, uh, money package right there going to Disneyland. But anyway, it was summertime. Yes, it was hot as heck in Florida, but meanwhile, it would rain. Tropical weather. And that's why they had them bad storms. And if you living anywhere close to where the storm, the water gonna come over and flood you, that's the hurricane. And if you want to move to any of those parts of the country, you gotta know where to go where the water can't get to you. But they say it's full of crocodiles out there. Tropical. That's where they live. They don't kill all the crocodiles. Look at where they built the prison for the illegals in Florida. They got it, the crocodiles surround the whole place. Crocodiles, they say big water snakes and all that old stuff. You try to escape, you gonna be a snack for them crocodiles, alligators, crocodiles, whatever it is. Florida full of crocodiles. I ain't trying to. I know you can go to areas where, shoot, where we had that. My son rented that Airbnb. It was a billion lizards and stuff in the dang bushes, ants everywhere, and a bunch of lizards. And it was a wasp nest. It was just, I forgot where was we at? We was in Happyville, something like that. I forgot. I think it started with an H. The place where the little town we went in, and they had a lake. And I know it was probably crocodiles, alligators in that lake, because the alligators all over the Florida place. And they don't kill those animals. Them crocodiles, that's state territory. And people try to live in these places like where my son lived. They in the woods. Like a lot of these areas, all them trees. That's why I said when I went out there, when I came back to California, it was like blinding because there wasn't no trees. And it was strange because I was like out there with my son, I guess over a month. And I got used to all them trees. And it was just so many trees over there on that side, Florida, Georgia, all that stuff, just trees. But when you come to California, you don't got all of them. We got trees, like, but not like that. Droves of trees. They in the woods. Some people live in the woods. And what my point is, I'm trying to get to is so many. They just plow the land down, and the animals ain't got nowhere to live. So the animals, you might see deer, wolves, foxes, all kind of animals, rabbits, all kind of wild animals, all in your yard and stuff. I know what one of the most beautiful things that I experienced was seeing them fireflies. Remarkable flies that got lights in their butt. Mm, that was crazy. Cause I was there during the 4th of July, and it gets pitch black, and the weirdest bugs come out. The weirdest bugs. When I was in that room, I had opened the window and I look out there. It was so dark, like when you see in that movie called, dang, why did I even bring that up? That vampire movie where what was it called? I can't even think of the name of. But when they look out, then the vampire got them yellow eyes looking back at you. It was crazy. It was crazy. One night I was in the room. I guess I was very weary. I'm laying on the bed, and in the room it's a fan, one of those ceiling fans. It was white, and I don't know. I was laying there one night, and I looked up, and all of a sudden that ceiling fan turned into this huge. I don't know if I want to say grasshopper or not a grasshopper, dragonfly or something like a dragonfly or a huge mosquito that freaked the crap out of me. And I kept, the longer I stayed, I wasn't asleep. I don't know, I was in some kind of trance. And I looked up and I kept staring at it, and it wouldn't go away. The vision of this huge insect just looked down on me. It was weird, very weird. Then all of a sudden it just started pouring down raining. We in the middle of summer. So when you go out there in the south like that, you just get rain randomly. Don't even shoot. And then you gotta be careful where you want to live, cause you can get flooded in some areas, and they be having that bad hurricane weather in some areas that it'll spread so far it'll take your roof off. The wind is that strong. So living in the south is something to deal with. And you definitely gonna be having some wildlife. Can't get around it, because where them animals, they think the animals were gonna live. There's some people in some of their areas, even out here in California, in some areas out here, bears come down and wolves come down. So it's always good to do some research about where you want to live, because you live in an area where, like in, what's that, Texas, where them people got flooded and drowned. They was on low ground, like in Louisiana, New Orleans, where all them people got flooded and drowned and stuff like that. Because you live in an area where low ground and it just fills up like you in the valley or something. Crazy. Because imagine living by an ocean and you seen a movie with a tsunami and the ocean just rise up like a big old hand and just poof, and you gone because all that water. Ain't no escaping it. It's like that movie. I can't even think of these movies. I can see the picture in my head clear, but I can't remember the name. I got 10 more minutes and I'm out of here, y'all. I did 2 hours of time trying to grow this channel. 2 hours of time. It's exhausting, but I try to do my best. 2 hours of my time sitting here on my butt, on my buns, squishing my bun cheeks. Good thing this couch is soft. Yeah. And I notice also certain foods that I eat affect some kind of strain, put some kind of strain in my legs, put the worst kind of pain or some, it affects my legs. It make my legs hurt. So I notice when I eat, I don't know if it's the flour or the corn, but when I eat that, I notice my legs start hurting bad. And when I don't eat flour or corn ingredients like that, my legs don't hurt me. It's weird. I wonder what that is. A allergy, a triggered allergy, like people when they eat peanut butter and their throat close up. I'm having a pain, some kind of something clogging on my leg or something. It just hurt my legs. I just like, wow. And when I don't eat that food, whatever that food was, I think it's corn or some flour. Because I had bought these crackers, right? I'm thinking they low carb, but the ingredients, the gluten, it could be the gluten or it could be the corn. So I try not to eat corn or gluten. Crazy. Because my favorite food is corn. One of my favorite foods is cornbread, making cornbread. Now I got some almond flour. Like I said, I'm going to make me a loaf of bread or some kind of biscuit or something. I'm going to make some biscuit or some kind of loaf of bread or something and see if that ain't bothering me. I've been watching these videos where they show how you can make food out of different stuff. I want me a bacon and egg sandwich. Eggs, they low carb, but the cholesterol come from the eggs, but it's not if you ain't gonna eat them every day. But I want some scrambled eggs or some eggs and I got some turkey bacon. I would do one piece of bacon because even though it's uncured, it still got, some salt in it. And I guess if I made that almond bread or almond tortilla, I can make me a little, you know, uh, sandwich. And it's low carb, whatever you want to call it. It's not high calories, whatever. So I'm definitely changed my diet for the best. I got 5 minutes, you guys, and I'm out of here. Don't forget, you people that's peekabooing up in here, to subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 3,000 subscribers. Help this channel grow because it's ridiculous how long I've been participating on this platform and my channel stopped growing. I need my channel to grow. I live in America and I'm as American as any other American. Born and raised. All my people born and raised in this country. From slaves to me. My ancestors' blood runs through me now as I speak. Yes. Once upon a time, I shoot, I can't believe how my life then flashed before my eyes. About 20 years ago, I was fixing on refrigerators. Can you believe that? 25 years ago. Is that true, Janita? Are you saying that right? 25 years ago? Okay, maybe 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I was a appliance repair woman, fixing on several different appliances. I sure did. Yes, I was. I would run the whole business. I did. I did that for a long time. I went to school. I was going to refrigeration school when I was in my 20s. I think I was about 23, 24. And I never forget it. Oh, it's a hummingbird on the balcony messing around that old dried up sunflower. Yeah. I better not pick on my. I got to get my dang tomatoes before they pick my tomatoes. My tomatoes, my little cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna cut them off tomorrow and do my garden video about my tomatoes. I'm gonna pick those ones. I'm gonna do the video and I'm gonna share it. I got like 3 minutes and I'm out of here. It's been fun, y'all. It's been fun. I discussed a few things different from yesterday, but still in all, I've been telling y'all about stuff about me. I shared some information about my life, some of my family. I shared stuff about what people are doing in this world that ain't got nothing to do with me, but I know about it because they put it out there in the street. Shoot, they put out in the street Will and Jada Smith getting a divorce. I don't know if they divorced or not, but they say Will Smith, he got him a white woman. That's what they say. I don't know. That ain't got nothing to do with me. She the one gonna have all the money, but I know he probably got to pay Jada some money because he kept her for a long time. Unless they had a prenup, I'm not sure. If it was a prenup involved, Jada ain't getting nothing. And I used to think she was rich and loaded herself because that movie she made, Jason Lyrics, that was one of the best movies right there. Homeboy with his handsome self and Jason Lyrics. I like that movie. And her two good movies to me was Jason Lyric and Set It Off. Even though she didn't do a lot in that movie. Oh, and then it's Shane with the Wayman Man. Three movies I know her from. I didn't care for her when she was doing that movie with Keanu Reeves and John Wick. Not John Wick, but that other movie when he played that spy. I didn't care for that movie. But three other movies I seen her in. But that's what people talked about her and said that she wasn't the breadwinner. It was Will Smith. He the one who was making all the money, 20 million a movie and all that stuff. And then you see she got that red table stuff still going on. That was so crazy when she was talking about Will like that at that red table. She made a fool out of him, talking about how she slept with somebody. I don't know if he gave her permission or not, because what y'all doing, running a harem or something? And she was sleeping with somebody. And I don't know if he cheated on her, but they had all kind of rumors about Will Smith and what that other guy named, that woman that played in Martin, her husband, Gina. Her name not Gina, but her name is Gina on Martin on the show. But her husband, who she was married to, he divorced her, and she was thinking that Martin was assaulting her on the show, but her husband, he divorced her and mistreated her. She should stay with Martin, rich, but Martin the one got all the money. Everybody think that he wasn't gonna be making no money. Martin got all the money, and they ain't got a dime. But anyway, her husband, yeah, the rumor I was talking about with Gina, the girl that played on Martin, I can't think of her name right now. Her husband and Will Smith, they had on social media talking about they were sleeping together. I don't know if that's true or not. But this guy went on the Tasha K show and spilled his guts talking about he caught Will Smith bent over, and I think that man's name is DeWade or whatever. That's married to Gina from Martin show. Gina ain't her name, but that's the only name I can think of now. But anyway, they said that that guy told Tasha K that Will Smith was bent over and that the Wayne man was tearing him up. Unbelievable. These must be some big guys because I don't think Will Smith is short. Not at all. But anyway, that's why I brung that up because I was saying Jada had cheated on Will, but if Will was doing all that stuff, he cheated on her, and then he wasn't. Then they were saying that Jada was strapping on a penis to to gut out Will. So what? I don't know. Then I told y'all I seen this tried to look at that new movie Noah's Ark because they got a new movie out on Netflix. I think it's Netflix, yeah. And that guy still look good. He still look he took good care of himself. But it wasn't him having sex. It was that dark chocolate man, and he was laying on his back on the bed. And his husband said, "I want you to have sex with somebody, and I want to watch." And he watching them do that, and he got upset with the guy after it was all said and done. He called him a slut and everything. But what was killing me was watching these cats. I couldn't even finish the movie because all that man sex. I didn't like seeing all that man sex. That was a turn off. Cause to look at that man on his back and the one on top, the man on top, he was having sex with him like he had a vagina. It was crazy. And I just couldn't watch it. Now, if they just did little peekaboo stuff like that, it would have been all right. But they just outright show everything on Noah's Ark. If y'all interested, anybody want to see that stuff, it's called Noah's Ark. And it's the way you'll see if it's the new one, it's gonna have 2025 on it, the year. It's on Netflix, and they having all that man sex in there. If y'all into that stuff, that's where you can go. But I couldn't stomach. That was just too much for me. They wasn't doing all that when they first made that show. They wasn't doing all that sex like that. But that was something to see. And it's like that was shocking. Like, how do you have sex with a man like he got a vagina and you not having, he don't got no vagina, you doing this through his butt? How is that working? That looks like that's uncomfortable and you tearing up some stuff, you ask me. Because stuff supposed to come out of that hole, not go in, okay? But that's how they have sex. Like I told y'all, like about Tyler Perry, that man that accused Tyler Perry on, he was telling Storm Monroe what happened. Something like he woke up with Vaseline and blood on his anal, out his anal. And he didn't say nothing about it. Was you sore, mister? Because you just talking about blood and Vaseline. Why you don't throw in there you was like in deep, serious pain and had to go to the doctor because he didn't busted you. Because depending on what size the man was, not only should you have just blood and some Vaseline, you got to have some kind of hemorrhoids. And that going to take a doctor's visit. And then that's would have been your evidence right there that you've been ripped and torn. That's scary to me. Who you want your butthole ripped and torn? And that's where you got to use the bathrooms, and that's a chance of infection because, that's where waste come out. Ooh, but that's the lifestyle. Ain't nothing I can say. That's what they do. I'm not being discriminated. That's what they do. I'm talking about it. I can talk about it, but it was turn off on that movie. I can't just watch it happen. I can talk about it, but but that's how they do. It's just Oh no, that's why it ain't meant to be, but they make it that way. That's not natural. Cause like I say, stuff meant to come out, not go in. And you want to talk about you love somebody that bad, and that's how you want to share your love, doing that kind of stuff. That's not right. That's why it ain't meant to be. Ain't no hole for you to go in and out on no man. That's not what that's supposed to be. That's wrong. But that's what's happening in this world. That's what's going on. Whether you want to believe it or not, been going on for years. Mm-mm. But what time is? Oh my God! I done talked over my minutes. Let me get out of here. Thank you for joining me today. I enjoyed y'all coming in and out. I hope that you didn't forget to subscribe and help me get to 3,000 subscribers. I'm going to try and come back tomorrow. 2 hours was a challenge for me. I'll tell you, I don't know how some people do it for 8. I don't know what they can talk about for no 8 hours, but they do it. They do it. So I'm out of here. I'll see y'all probably tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for everything.